Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our Russia campaign. And before we start, this is the first time I'm recording since surgery. Surgery went really... wow, talking difficult. Surgery went really well. It was a bit more work than we initially anticipated, but in the end, results that we set out to achieve were achieved. I don't think I've really been into detail what they actually did, but it was a lot of work internally, so there's nothing you could ever see on the outside, but I basically got entirely remodeled on the inside. So there were two things happening, and I will do this separate video on this as well, but I just kind of want to get this out of it because I know these are the most watched videos, which makes it easier for me to do some stuff like this. The bone between your different nasal cavities, mine was crooked. And it was actually so bad, which they didn't initially see on the MRI scan, that it blocked off nearly my entire left nasal cavity. So that bone was so crooked that it actually nearly touched the other side of the nasal wall. So even before they could do the rest of the work they had to do, they had to set that, well, straight. After that, and they removed multiple polyps, which were all okay, all good type. So no malignant growths, just some really upset nasal stuff. But yeah, as weird as it sounds, shit's fixed. I'm capable of breathing through my nose again, and I haven't been able to do so for a very long time. So it's a different thing. There's still some care, and I'm not back on my feet yet, but things are getting better, and that is, to be honest, the best that I could wish for. So yeah, I am slowly returning to my day-to-day living. I still got a couple of weeks off from work and that kind of stuff, but yeah, I'm getting there, which is great. In all honesty, I am slowly but surely getting back on the job, so to speak. I'm actually going to construct another harbor here, because if this is going to be under attack constantly, we will never be able to construct the infrastructure that we need. So I'm going to build two, so that which is less likely to be attacked. Alright, with that done, some of you suggested that we should invade through Alaska. We could still do that. However, that would mean that I have to get my fleet around the world, which is a little bit annoying. For one, and the infrastructure here is just about as bad as it is up here, so it's just going to be very difficult to do anyway. I think we just... I don't really know what to do yet. I think that's the best description that I can give. Because I don't think I can either even construct an airbase around here. Yeah, I have got one here. Where is it exactly? Oh, right here. Got a couple of aircraft stationed around here, but no, they must be enemy aircraft. Alright. Something went wrong. Now, there has been a patch where they might have broken a couple of things, or we just don't have that many aircraft yet. I'm remembering different games now. It has been 2 weeks. You're not assigned to anybody. You're my tank corps. I guess I won't give you... I will give you one. And you're the lads that are stationed here? No. That will be you. And you don't have any naval aerial support either. How many aircraft do I have? I probably have some reserves, yeah. There we go. Now, if I sound different than before, besides the sniffling that should have been mostly gone, still not entirely, but I'm getting there. My mom kept saying that I do sound differently, a lot more clear, so I hope that is true. And need to switch out this one. Got a light cruiser here. Alright. What are we looking at for resources? Okay. Right. Better? Surprised that we cannot break through here. Why is that? Oh, the tanks are just not good enough. What are we looking at? Oh, I'm missing 2.4 million light tanks. That's bad. 2.4 million? Jesus, that's not even close, but sure. We'll stick with that. Up the armor. Up the reliability. Get the engine up and running. The engine is not an... Oh, the engine is not going to add anything, really. Just keep the speed at where it is, and... yeah, we'll do that. And zone out to Mark 1. Put the Mark 2 in production. Now, a lot of you said do the exploit. A bit late on the doctrine side. But I might be able to get it off on some other things. For example, this here. Which is going to be a while before we can get there, but... I'm kind of miffed that even though they had a patch recently, that they decided to not implement some of the features that got introduced in the later stages of development, DLC features and that kind of stuff. Because I'm missing stuff in the mod, and that's just the same. It's just a great mod, but I get it. You know, they've gone and developed their own game, so you don't want to spend a lot of time and resources just making sure that everything works and is compatible and that kind of stuff. Can I please just get no longer the message? Thank you, because I always hate it when it does that. Alright, what are we looking at for... Yeah, that's 9036, all of it. I just want to get some seaplane carriers, which I don't, in all honesty. Early bombers. Do I have... I have bomber production, do I? Not. Yes, I do. I thought I had a bomber air force, but with the patch some stuff might got broken. They actually said that you might need to use a... start a new game, but that is, as far as I can see right now, not really the case. You don't have as much range as I hoped you'd have. Shit. How much is your range compared to your cousin? There we go, 13 point. Not that much better, actually. Shit. Alright, so... there's an airport here. Let's take a look at the provinces here. This is the airport of the province. Getting there, however, is going to prove to be difficult. How are we on tank production? We're still losing more tanks than we're gaining. That's a problem. Is attrition that bad? Apparently so. Shit. If I could get a large enough front line, I can push through, no problem. See, that's not the issue. The issue is currently we cannot field enough forces to get anything done. What I can do, however, is the following. Set up a small naval invasion, take the airport. Not ideal, but hopefully I can get a little bit move a little bit outward, secure the airfield, and start working from there. Now there is no real thing like aerial supply, which is annoying. However, it is the best that we can do right now, and I'm also gonna put in some more stuff over there. So I'm not using it, so is there anything you can do to... yeah. Unless you get a logistic wizard, which is maximum amount of assignable trades. Well, that's annoying. Otherwise you could have got it in it. He needs to level up before you do anything. Fleet in being. Technically, I could get the best navy in the world by researching all of these. Then I need another research slot. I got one in 23 days. Yeah, why not? Well, 16 days even. Why not we get the best navy in the world and exploit the living crap out of it? It is a navy, it's not the worst thing, so... We still have some stuff we can do in aerial business as well. Oh, we're getting new tanks? That's odd. My mind you, but it's not what I was looking for. Hold. You're assigned to this commander. You'll lead. These are your orders. You'll get assigned there. We'll wait for 9 days and then we'll do some naval shenanigans. So we at least don't have to really worry about that. Which is just a minor annoyance, to be honest. Now, I think with the tanks here, we just never really get the opportunity to... be as that may. To really work our way up through here. So, first things first... I don't know if I can do 3, actually. And I might need 3 research slots. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try to get all 3. That's maybe a little bit difficult, but I think it might be possible. As far as I know, it's not being patched, so... Right, so you start doing this. Research, yes. No, I think I did it wrong now. Right, yeah, so this one has to go. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, let's just cancel it with something else. Research it, yeah, okay. So... Alright, I have to remember the exploit now a little bit. So you just research this. Alright, then we'll select you to do... this. What? No, how does it work again? Shit, I forgot. It's been 2 weeks and I forgot how to do it. Right, I remember. Research. And you're gonna then... I don't think you can do all 3. I'll take Naval Space Strike then. Because it overrides this window, yeah. Okay, so it overrides that window, so then we'll select this one, research, and then we'll accept the other one in. Okay, so you cannot do 3. That would have been... But 2 is still better than nothing, right? This is on 1936, so that seems a little bit ridiculous. I want better tanks though, 1928, that's just... It's not gonna do it. Maybe I do need to get logistic companies on my guys. Now, it does lower supply consumption by 14%. It's only 9% reliability, so this is actually a better alternative. And my infantry already has logistics. This should save some of the attrition. So it's only at 10%. And I think we finished the harbors, did we? Yeah. So our throughput is about as good as it gets. Yeah, it's about 100% efficiency here, so... The supply here is just... There is nothing we can do. Harbor is maxed, infrastructure... Yeah, we need... let's see, incoming is 30, supported is 40, required 63. If we get an Air Force in here, it'll get even worse. Local supply base 11, Quebec victory points is 1. We just can't do this as much as we would like. And the tanks are proven to be capable of being penetrated. That's a problem actually. That's a big ass problem. So if we look at this, all of these divisions can go through the armored hardness of our division. "95% of all soft attacks. How hard are you?" See, that's not correct. What happens if I change the armored cars away to also tanks? Doesn't change much. Still, it maintains a little bit, but so the fact that we cannot afford it. How much hard attack do you have? Soft attack. Hard attack of 1. 0.8. .3? Is that bad? It should be 6.1. It's because of the low supply that its armor is dwindling. Simply might be that the tanks are in such a bad condition that they cannot fight. Okay, I'm gonna retreat half of the armored core off island. I want them out of there. So that the attrition should cease. There we go. You're part of a different zone. Oh, wow, yeah. And you have your own naval capabilities, I guess? Yeah. 46, 43. There we go. It's getting better. Now you're being a bit overwhelmed, but that should be fixable. We got our early fighters. That's 2,000 days. That's not going to help me. I need these seaplanes at some point, so I might as well get them. Let's get these transport aircraft. We can use them to also increase our chances of... I don't have enough ships here right now, I think. You're here. You're over here. Right, I need you guys to link up. You're submarines, it's fine. You can stick with wherever you are. You fighter force. What's your range compared to your brethren? Maybe I need to adjust range 560, 550. So there's very little difference between these two. That sucks, to be honest. I have better purposes for you though right now. Yeah, let's get that update created. Now I still need to wait for my tanks to stop suffering the attrition here as well. We'll get there once the naval infrastructure arrives. I wish you could do something about that, right? By linking multiple ports together, increase the possible of incoming trade, because it just ceases to be on one port. What if I just built two provinces in the same province, built 2 or 3 ports? You, in theory, suggest you can put in more resources, but I don't think that's entirely true. 78 days. Okay, so we're getting our tanks fast enough to resupply them in a very forgivable amount of time, so that's not too bad. Just don't really know yet how I'm gonna punch through. As it says, these guys are not strong enough. We're talking about 5 tanks to face off against some American Yeah, Americans, to be honest. Intercept mission efficiency. Yes, please. Air Force is going to be important. 43% naval superiority. I think we are barely outproducing the... how many are we at? 84, so we are outproducing them. Really, I kind of forgot I had a front here, to be honest. Seems to be under control, though. Mostly. What can I do? Weekly stability, yeah. Trade convoys being raided. That is annoying, though. Where is that happening? Where are they being raided? Is it... I have genuinely no idea. It might be purely from being here? No. I'm not getting any hits on it, though. Enemy bombing. It's not enough. Trade for weapons being raided doesn't go past the minus 50%, I guess. But my question is, where are these trade convoys being raided? Because all my routes show to be 100% efficient. Might be in this region. I don't know. That was my phone, and I'm sorry. There are ships here. Quite a lot of ships everywhere. I don't know whose ships they are, but... Ugh. Seriously, this is the way it... It's because it is... access is allowed. Should shift over here. Yeah, okay, that saves me for some... I'll allow access there. I'd rather have that these supply paths go through the northern routes. We can block this one. That should shift it over, yeah. Doesn't really change much. Still quite a lot of enemy shipping around here. Who controls this one? This is purple. Purple is set up over there. That doesn't make any sense. So we can remove these and get red. This, wait. Red fleet. You should control these. Not the purple fleet. Wait, who else is assigned here? Yeah, you. Just get him out of there. There we go. Where's Red stationed? Over here. You can just station yourself somewhere in London. That will do. That should provide some more support for our naval routes. This one doesn't need to be in here because I kind of abandoned that one. You're just 78 destroyers and you have a very short range, but hopefully if you're stuck there, you should be allowed to manage these. Wait, where are you now? Yeah. Get on with it. Why are you traveling over there? I know for a fact ships can go outside of their own. Oh, you're also assigned to this one. Nope, there we go. There she goes. Should work. There we go. There you go. Convoy is being better secured. That's good. Assist these guys, please. Thank you. Alright, how are we looking over here? Well, things are calm. This is plains good. It's currently having bad weather. That's not the worst. Still having a deficit of light tanks, but I think most of these are might be for deployment actually. Let me take a look. Yeah. So these 5 could in theory just attack safely. And see, now my tanks are performing a lot better and they are no longer being capable of being penetrated. Just this, they didn't have the supply to be able to actually run. That's interesting. So by lessening the amount of forces that we're actually using in the province, we are creating a better situation for us to work from. However, it seems that moving is causing supply issues. It's a little bit annoying, but I want to get into Montreal because that would give me control over the province, which in turn gives me control over a lot of other things. I think it heightens a lot of things at least. I want the 3 mountaineers to take the northern route, open up the front, and allowing for more troops to attack, which should be in our benefit, I think. So apparently the attack we're causing here seems to be beneficial. Tanks will not be performing too well here. I do want to keep them going. Base strike. Guess we also need to start working on carriers. I think getting the push here to be done is important. We're suffering some attrition, which is a little annoying. Working around the attrition here is problematic. Required 45. We're currently pulling in 36 because control of the incoming edge provinces. Local supply base Quebec as a victory point. Here's a bottleneck as a port in St. Lawrence. That's this port, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say the port is not big enough to supply us with the resources that we need, but there's nothing we can do to fix that. And I don't think you will get anywhere near that shit. You're just recently leveled up. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send in a whole lot of tanks. Hopefully it will... We've got a lot of reserves, so... Hopefully that will work. Okay, I'm gonna, just for sure, send 1 tank back. Really not like of losing this little hole here. Getting a tank in there should be great. I think the issue is that they managed to get the troops back in at all times, which is a little bit annoying. Battleship organization is... Yeah, we do build heavy cruisers. Not many, but we do build them. Okay. They do not perform full attacks, which is a little bit annoying, otherwise we might have been able to push out a little bit. I think I can control over the city though. And the attrition here is problematic. I wish Germany would retreat its damn troops. Either that or join in any flipping attack. Yeah, my tanks are now damaged enough that they get... they can penetrate them. So we're gonna recover some of them. Put some over here. to maintain this attack. Can't we seem to break through here now, can we? Attack's not gonna help. Did I build a port here? Interesting. I'm gonna adjust you. There we go. Get 10 of you. Strike over there. That's not ideal. Kind of just the only thing I can really think of right now. It's not pushing in for a full pronged attack. So that might have been our advantage here. Okay, I'm gonna hold off the attack. I'm gonna cancel it. See what it does. I think Americans having issues with getting supplies in, which is should be weird. Doubt that that's the case. I don't know. Bombers. Let's replace those we have. We're 1936 before we get the new ones, or 1930, I mean. 1933, so yeah. Let's get our destroyers to be as good as they can get. Germany ferrying in troops is a problem. That's a big ass problem, actually. Right, I'm actually going to end the video here. I want to thank you guys for watching. See you hopefully in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye bye.